Former LSU receiver Kyren Lacy died in an apparent suicide in his car while being pursued by authorities in Houston, according to a report released Sunday by the Harris County Sheriff's Office in Texas. Lacy already was facing criminal charges stemming from a fatal car accident in Louisiana last December that had clouded his NFL prospects. The sheriff's office said it was first called out to a weapons disturbance by a relative saying Lacy had been involved in a verbal argument with her and that he had discharged a firearm into the ground. Responding officers learned that he had fled the scene in a vehicle and, about 20 minutes later, a constable's office unit spotted Lacy and attempted to make a traffic stop on the vehicle. Lacy then fled and a vehicle pursuit took place spanning several miles, ending when his vehicle crashed. The constables, upon attempting to take Lacy into custody and remove him from the vehicle, discovered he had suffered what appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The sheriff's office said in its report, adding that Lacy was pronounced dead at the scene. "We're saddened to learn of the tragic passing of former LSU football student-athlete Kyren Lacy," LSU said in a statement. "Our thoughts and prayers are with his family and loved ones, as well as his former teammates and coaches impacted by his passing." Lacy, who led LSU in receiving touchdowns with 9 last season, had declared for this month's NFL draft. But his draft stock plummeted after his alleged involvement in an accident that killed a 78-year-old man in Lafourche Parish, Louisiana. Lacy, who was from Thibodaux, Louisiana, allegedly was driving recklessly, speeding and passing in a no-passing zone, when a motorist who was swerving to avoid Lacy's Dodge Charger crashed head-on into another vehicle. Herman Hall of Thibodaux, who was involved in the head-on crash, died after being transported to a hospital, a state police report said. Authorities with State Police Troop C in Gray, Louisiana, said Lacy fled the scene of the accident without calling for help. Lacy was booked with negligent homicide, felony hit-and-run, and reckless operation of a vehicle. CBS affiliate WAFB-EV in Baton Rouge reported that the Harris County Precinct 4 Constable's office said Lacy had died a day before a grand jury was set to start hearing evidence on his alleged involvement in the fatal crash. In a statement to WAFB, Lacy's lawyer stressed that the Lafourche Parish District Attorney had not formally charged him. Kyren was a young man with immense promise, and he was crushed under the weight of an irresponsible and prejudiced process, the lawyer said. There was never a presumption of innocence, which was exemplified by the NFL pulling his draft card over mere accusations without affording him the slightest chance to defend himself. The pressure and perception likely became unbearable. Lacy played in 12 games for LSU last season and was second on the team in catches with 58 and yards receiving with 866. He declared for the NFL draft just days after the accident and did not play in LSU's victory over Baylor in the Texas Bowl on December 31st. The Harris County Sheriff's Office said Lacy was involved in a chase late Saturday night after fleeing from a domestic dispute where he reportedly fired a shot into the ground during an argument with a family member. Deputies attempted to stop Lacy, but he led them on a pursuit that ended when he crashed his vehicle in Spring, Texas. When deputies approached the car to arrest him, they discovered Lacy had sustained a fatal gunshot wound. A handgun was later recovered from the vehicle. Preliminary information indicates Lacy shot himself during the pursuit and prior to the vehicle crashing. A handgun was recovered from the interior of the vehicle. A review of the PCT, for unit's body camera and in-car dash-mounted video, did not indicate any shots were fired after the pursuit ended, the Harris County Sheriff's Office said in a statement. Lacy's death came just 2 days before he was scheduled to appear before a grand jury in Louisiana over a December crash that killed 78-year-old Herman Hall. According to WBRZ, Lacy had been speeding and passing illegally in a no-passing zone when another motorist swerved to avoid him and collided head-on with a vehicle driven by Hall. Lacy allegedly fled the scene without calling for help. An arrest warrant was obtained and he was later charged with negligent homicide, felony hit-and-run, and reckless operation of a vehicle, then released on bond. Lacy led LSU with 9 touchdown receptions in the 2024 season. He played 3 seasons with the Tigers after transferring from Louisiana Lafayette, where he had also been a standout. Lacy's father, Kenny Lacy, addressed his son's death in a social media post, urging parents to be more proactive about their children's mental health. Young parents, start talking to your kids at a very early age and make sure they are confident and comfortable confiding in you. Don't be cool with "I'm all right" or "I'm good" when you know deep down something isn't right. Mental health is real, and for the most part, it's invisible. Don't ignore the signs, even if they may seem small, he wrote on Facebook. He added, "Our lives have changed forever, and this will never be okay, but God needed my baby more than he was needed here. This has to be the biggest pill our families have had to swallow, but I know the love and compassion in our families will get us through. This will never get easier, but we'll learn to live with it." Lacy's death sparked a wave of grief across the sports world, with tributes pouring in from current and former athletes on social media. LSU praised him as a standout both on and off the field. The official LSU football account posted a tribute to Lacy on X, writing, "The LSU football family mourns the loss of Kyren Lacy. We're saddened to learn of the tragic passing of former LSU football student-athlete Kyren Lacy," LSU said in a statement to Fox News. "Our thoughts and prayers are with his family and loved ones, as well as his former teammates and coaches impacted by his passing." Lacy, who transferred to LSU in 2022, had his breakout season in 2024, recording 58 catches for 866 yards and 9 touchdowns. He graduated in December and was regarded as a possible NFL draft selection. Just months before his death, his father had publicly shared his pride in his son's achievements and optimism about his future. Appearing on a WFB-EV podcast in August 2024, he said, "His mind's been focused. He's just been grinding. I've been waiting for this moment. No doubt about it. He's been working hard for it. The experience he's had over the years. The relationship he's got with guys at that level." He added, "It's been a long time. I'm just excited to sit down and watch my son do what he loves to do."